Hey babes, today I'm gonna share with you the 10 habits that have literally changed my life. So let's get into it.
Pretty brown girl, space. You can keep your wit. I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey, better way. Oh.
All right, babes, so let's jump into the 10 habits that have literally changed my life. But before we do, I want to thank all my new subscribers for clicking that subscribe button and joining the fam. And thank you so much to everyone who comes back every single week. Y'all are the real ones. Like, really, my big subscribers that come back every single week. I see you in the comments. Okay, babe. I see you thumbsing up the videos. Y'all the real ones. You have my heart. I love you guys so much. And thank you so freaking much. If you haven't joined the squad, all that you need to do is follow our one simple rule. And that is, do not gatekeep, because we do not gatekeep on this channel. So if I miss any habits or tips in this video, please leave them in the comments down below. Make sure you click that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you find it helpful, and let's get into it. So the very first habit that has changed my life is having a sleepy girl mocktail. Now, these were everywhere. Don't get me wrong, they were literally everywhere. All the girlies were talking about the sleepy girl mocktails. Here's the thing that I didn't understand. Now I understand with having PCOS. So magnesium is so important for PCOS. We tend to have a deficiency in magnesium in general. Like in general, adults tend to have a deficiency in magnesium. But for my girlies with PCOS, we tend to have a lot of just sore, tender muscles, and we have a hard time relaxing. With PCOS, a lot of us have anxiety. Right here, girl. So we have a hard time relaxing our muscles. I tend to clench my jaws really bad and just hold a lot of tension up here in my body. I tend to just lock all my muscles, and sometimes I'll even clench my stomach, which I think is strange, but it is what it is. It comes with anxiety. And all of these things were making it really hard for me to sleep. And I was suffering from a lot of insomnia, and I would just take 10 milligrams of melatonin and it still was not working for me. Well, magnesium is great for those of us with PCOS because it actually relaxes our muscles, which I knew it relaxed your muscles, but I didn't realize how amazing it was until I switched to using magnesium instead of taking melatonin. And instead, when I make my Sleepy Girl mocktail, I simply use some kombucha for my tummy, and just because I love the taste of kombucha, and then I'll put in some tart cherry juice for natural melatonin and my magnesium from Calm. And that is what I use every single night to help me sleep. And oh my goodness, has my sleep improved. At this point, this habit is a non-negotiable. Even if I don't have the tart cherry juice in my house, I will still drink the kombucha with the magnesium. Even if I don't have the kombucha, I will put the magnesium and some chamomile tea. It doesn't matter. The magnesium is the main point of this part of the Sleepy Girl mocktail. It has truly been life-changing, and having it every single night has really helped me get fuller night's sleep, wake up more rested, feel my body is soothed and ready to go. And man, I wish someone had told me about it sooner. It took me so long to figure this out, and I'm so grateful for figuring it out. So shout out to TikTok for popularizing that Sleepy Girl mocktail, honey, because it was a life changer. I'm not gonna lie, it is a life changer. All right, guys, the next habit is practicing daily gratitude. Now, some people, girl, I'm gonna be so real with you. If you don't wanna practice gratitude, if you don't wanna be grateful, I'm gonna question you as a person, because there's so much to be grateful for every single day. Waking up is something to be grateful for, because there are plenty of people on this earth that do not wake up in the morning. Let's just be for real. Having a roof over your head. There are so many people who do not have a home. Okay, there are so many people who do not know where their next meal is coming from. Shoot, it could be the person right next to you on the bus. It could be the person in the car next to you. Let's just be for real. There's so much to be grateful about. So practicing daily gratitude has truly, I think, changed, I could say honestly, a part of my essence as a person. It has really made me understand how important it is to acknowledge that we are grateful for these things. It is one thing to know that you are better off than others, and it is another thing to be actively grateful for those things every single day. And on top of that, it has helped me take a step further and donate my time, my energy, anything I have to others. It has shaped how I think every single day. So when I'm doing things or when I'm purchasing things, it has really shaped how I purchase things, what I do with the things that I purchase, how I move through life every single day, because I'm so grateful for what I do have. It has made me realize that there are a lot of things that I don't need, and that we are basically being told we need because it's popular on social media. And we're wasting money on things that we have no business purchasing. People are going into debt to be an it girl, okay? Those things, if you would step back and just be grateful for what you do have, you would realize you already are an it girl. You are already that girl. In fact, baby, you are that woman. You are her, you are the ish, you are the bomb.com, and you don't need to buy a million things to be that person. What you need to do is be grateful what you do have and work with what you do have. And I'm telling you, practicing gratitude will help you get there. It will also help you become a better version of yourself. It'll help you realize where your true passions lie and what's deeply important to you in life. I truly think that making this a daily habit instead of just like acknowledging like, well, yeah, I'm better off than some people, actively practicing it in my 5-minute journal every single day has just really made me so much more of a grateful, happy person. And I can honestly say it was truly a life-changing habit that I don't think I will ever in my lifetime. Actually, I know I will never stop practicing in my lifetime. And I actually cannot wait to pass this habit on to my children and just do this with them every single morning, state things we are grateful for while we are getting ourselves ready, you know, and as they get older, we can also teach them how to use like a kid's 5-minute journal and then work them up to an adult one, and just like being grateful every single day, because it is a beautiful thing and it just makes you live life through the lens of being grateful for everything you have and everything that is to be and everything that you are to be receiving every day. Like, it just truly makes you into a better person. And I highly recommend we all practice gratitude every single day. Number 3 is gonna be reading every single day. And I'm gonna take it a step further and say reading something that isn't digital, because I do have a Kindle and I love my Kindle, but there's something about reading from a real book that is so important. And actually, the one book that I do read every single day is the Bible, if we're being honest. I usually will practice my daily gratitude and then I will read a section of my Bible every single day. And it honestly is just so amazing. I also read other books, like, you know, I'm reading the Hannibal Lecter books because my sister got them for me and it's like spooky season, so you know I'm reading those, but in general, just reading something that is like a physical book every single day has, I don't know, just truly brought so much peace into my life. I think reading a physical book and just like the experience of holding a book, feeling the pages, smelling the book, all of those things, it's such a soothing, calming activity. And for someone with anxiety, it is hard to turn your brain off. I would say I really struggle turning my brain off. And I find that my brain gets turned off when I am reading from like a physical book. I really feel that I can immerse myself in the story and just dive into it. And I love doing it with the Bible, obviously, because I'm Christian. I love reading my Bible. To each his own, you read what you like to read, but I do read my Bible every single day. And then I really do love reading just books in general, fiction, nonfiction, doesn't matter. I love reading them from a physical book. It is truly a beautiful experience. And I feel like it is the way that these stories are meant to be told, if that makes sense. Like, if you're a writer, you're not sitting there thinking like, yeah, I'm gonna write this book for someone to read it to someone else on Audible. Does that make sense? Like, I don't think that that's what you think when you're writing a book. So to me personally, I love having like the physical book. I feel like it is the way that the writer intended it for it to be presented to you, and like you get to feel just the energy of the book and turning the pages and that whole experience. I really think reading every day has been life-changing. It is truly part of my peace every single day, and I can't believe I went so long without reading. I would use the excuse that I was in school and I was too busy to read, and I have definitely proven myself that no matter what, you have time to read, to sit down and read, even if it's only 5 minutes in a day. There are 24 hours in a day, honey. We definitely can make time to read a little bit in a book. Number 4 is taking my vitamins before anything else. Now, in particular, inositol and collagen are so important to me. Collagen is great for my looks. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. It makes you pretty, okay? Taking collagen supplement, it just makes you pretty. The hair, the nails, the skin, it just makes you pretty, girl. I love me some collagen. My collagen also has probiotics and prebiotics in it. It's great for your stomach, great for my gut microbiome. Like, all those things. Collagen is great for your joints. I tend to have joint pain due to inflammation, which goes with my PCOS. So taking collagen has just really been helping me a lot with those things and just strengthening my body, making me healthier, getting me in protein, all those things. But also inositol now. Inositol is great for those of us with PCOS. It's great for fertility, hormonal balance, and insulin resistance. So it is a great supplement, and I love taking it every single day. I have noticed such a big difference in my body. I also take omega-3s, a multivitamin. Like, I've talked to you guys about all my supplements and stuff that I take. I believe in my hygiene routine, I think. So if you haven't seen that one, I will link it for you. I talk all about my vitamins and stuff in there. But in general, what I'm saying is taking your vitamins and supplements before you have a cup of coffee, before you have breakfast, all of it. Get your supplements in, okay? Like, it is so important. Usually I will have my collagen and inositol drink together while I eat like a little yogurt, like a, the Oikos one, whatever, that has like all the protein in it. It's got like 15 grams of protein, 90 something calories, and it's bomb.com. I love those little yogurts. I'll usually have one of those in the morning while I drink my inositol, take all my vitamins, and then I can go ahead and start my workout. I have it before having caffeine or anything, and I just have noticed it. I feel like the vitamins just hit different. Okay, I don't know if it's true or not, but for me personally, I feel like the vitamins be hitting me different, okay? I feel like I have noticed them working more. I don't know, but I feel like the vitamins just hit different, okay? So yeah, life-changing to have my vitamins before I have my cup of coffee and, you know, breakfast and all that kind of stuff. All right, guys, number 5 is gonna be eating before my workouts and eating before I have caffeine. Oh my goodness gracious. I used to be that girl, okay? I was that girl that survived off an iced coffee and a prayer, okay, baby? I could drink one iced coffee and I could rule the world from like 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., honey. I did not care. I didn't need food. I didn't need substance. I just needed coffee. No, cut that out. Cut that out. Cut it out. Right now, you need to eat, honey. You need to eat. We all need to eat, okay? It is important. We need protein. We need fat. We need carbs. Baby, you need to eat, okay? Oh my God. Eating before working out, before having my caffeine has truly been a life changer. And you don't need to have a whole big old breakfast. I literally just have my little Dan and Oikos high protein yogurt. That's it, just a little cup of yogurt. That's all I'll have. It's got 15 grams of protein and it gets my day started, gets my tummy started, and I'm good to go. Trust me, trust me. It is truly a habit that like changed my life, and it sounds so silly because like, duh, you should eat, but like fasted cardio is such a popular thing that is talked about, and for some people it really works for them. Like fasting in the mornings and stuff, some people it really works for them. For me, it does not. And for my girlies with PCOS, I highly think you should ask your doctor about that or your nutritionist about that, because I got told that it don't work, that I should not be doing that. That it's probably bothering my insulin and causing insulin spikes and all these things, and that I should not be doing that and that I need to be eating. Yeah, so that is a habit that is a life changer. And if you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it, because you might notice some differences in your energy levels. You also might notice differences in the power you have in your body to like push through your workouts. All of those things, it is highly important to be eating and nourishing your body. Number 6 is gonna be daily low impact workouts. Now, I used to be the person that loved to lift weights. I loved a high intensity HIIT workout. Like, I loved that sweaty, hard workout. And I never lost any weight. If we're being honest, I couldn't ever lose weight. Fun fact, I have PCOS. So I was doing more damage than good. I was spiking my cortisol levels, increasing inflammation in my body, and making it dang near impossible to lose any weight. Whoopsie. So daily low impact workouts have actually been a lifesaver, and walking on my treadmill is my number 1 favorite. I ain't gonna front. I love to walk on an incline on my treadmill. It is my jam. It is the bee's knees, honey. I love to watch my 911 show and be on my treadmill and mind my business. But also doing like Pilates or yoga, whatever it is, just having a daily low impact workout has really changed my relationship with daily movement, number one, number two, with just working out in general, and number three, with my body. Like, I have noticed that I don't get so sore after workouts, and I'm able to continue working out, and I don't have horrendous joint pain, and I have more energy, and I can actually lose weight. Shocker. Yeah, so a daily low impact workout that I can actually do every single day has been a true life changer. It is a habit that I'm keeping for life because it has changed my life. It has really changed my relationship with working out. It has made it something I enjoy instead of something I force myself to do. It has just become like a lifestyle habit, which is so important because daily movement has been shown to extend your life, keep you healthy. That whole saying, like, if you don't use it, you'll lose it, honey. It is very true. So keeping your flexibility, keeping your body in conditioned shape is gonna help us as we age and keep us healthy and moving for the rest of our lives. Number 7 is gonna be journaling, and in particular, questioning my motives for things. So I found that I would just journal and be like, whatever about it. And sometimes I write on paper in a notebook. Sometimes I use the journaling app on the iPhone. Sometimes I use the notes app. Sometimes I make myself a voice memo as my journal. Like, whatever works for you, but just like getting your thoughts out is so important. But on top of that, questioning your motives for things. So if I want to buy something, if I'm feeling bad about myself, maybe if I don't like how I'm looking, if I want to do this or that, like, questioning myself while I'm journaling has really helped me understand the root of why I'm doing the things I'm doing, and has kind of helped me understand, like, when I'm doing something that could be self-destructive and when I'm doing something that is self-uplifting. So for me, sometimes if I spend a lot of time on social media, comparison is the thief of happiness. You guys will notice I link my Instagram, but I'm genuinely never on Instagram. That is because when I go on Instagram, I genuinely feel awful about myself. Like, I do. I do. Like, I don't know if I'm the only person that feels that way, but I literally feel so bad about myself when I go on Instagram. It is one of those apps that has always triggered me, and I didn't realize how badly it triggered me until I started journaling and really just got to the root of it. And I think the reason is I feel like on Instagram, it is such a curated version of yourself, such a perfect highlight reel. And you could say that about any social media, but I genuinely feel like Instagram is the lead culprit of it. I feel like on TikTok, you see a bit more realness. YouTube, you see a lot of realness. People keep it a buck on this app. That's why I'm always on YouTube. That's why I love YouTube so much, because we keep it real over here. And I feel like just seeing people be more real and more raw and authentic, seeing women without makeup, seeing them without all the Photoshop and the filters, like, those things have really shaped my thoughts of myself. And I didn't understand that until I questioned my motives for things when I was journaling. I questioned my motives for wanting plastic surgery, and I realized I actually didn't want plastic surgery. I just felt like I had to have it to be considered beautiful, and that is such an ugly thing. No one needs to do anything to themselves. We are all beautiful the day we come into this world, and we are beautiful up until the day that we leave. Like we are always beautiful. You do not need plastic surgery. You do not need anything to be beautiful. The way that you look every single day, your natural hair, untouched, unsilk pressed, unbothered, is stunning. Your skin, acne, scars, and all, pimples, zits, doesn't matter, is stunning. All of us are beautiful. And I think just like realizing that took a lot of journaling and a lot of self-reflection and questioning my motives for things and why I found things so important and why I was so insecure about certain things. Like, I truly think journaling is a habit that we should all have. I know a lot of us grew up writing in a diary. Okay, millennial here. I'm a cusper, millennial Gen Z, like little cusper girl, because I'm 94. And I know 95/96 is the cutoff. I believe it's 95. So I'm kind of like a cusper. I have like a lot of Gen Z and a lot of millennial. I'm both, whatever. I know a lot of us grew up with like cute little journals, and we would write in our diaries and we'd lock them, and it was like so girly and right? We need to bring that energy back to ourselves now as adults and just journal, pour our thoughts out. ask ourselves why we want to do these things and just have it be all yours, all private, all to yourself. I really do like the journal app that Apple dropped because it is like locked and it's only for you. I like that. And on top of that, we always have our phones on us. So it's very easy to use that app and, you know, keep it to yourself. But either way, journaling is a habit that I think everyone needs to be doing. Man, woman, doesn't matter. We all should be journaling and just like having that time with ourselves to check in and make sure we're doing okay, make sure our motives are in line with the person that we want to be. And yeah, it's just very important. All right, number 8 is gonna be weekly self dates. Now, married or not, with kids or not, you gotta make time just for you to check in with you and to be with you. And it is different than journaling. It's just like pouring into yourself, right? So for me, I have a weekly date, whether that is tinting my eyebrows, redoing my lashes, nail appointment that week, which I do my own nails. So if you haven't seen the video, I did this cute little set and I will link it for you guys. Regardless, doesn't matter as long as you're taking some time for yourself, just a weekly date. It could be making yourself dinner and like romanticizing the dinner you're making. It could be making yourself a special mocktail and then sitting down and coloring or painting. It could be going on a walk with yourself. It could be watching a movie you've really wanted to be watching by yourself. You have some popcorn and a little wine, honey. Whatever works for you. Just having a weekly date with yourself to check in, make sure you're doing good. Like, just pour into yourself. Doing something that is completely selfish and just for you is so important. I think as we age, we are told to give more and more of ourselves away, but we can't keep giving ourselves away. We can't keep pouring from an empty cup. And I think this idea of just giving and giving and giving is so detrimental to all of us because we cannot keep pouring from an empty cup. It's just not an option. And I don't know why we're getting told that we should be. Once the cup is empty, it's empty. And that's how you lead into burnout and being bitter and angry and jaded because you feel like you have nothing left to give, but people still want from you. So just having a self date is a great way to refill your cup and take care of yourself and yourself only, because we are just important as everybody else that we love and care for, and we need to show ourselves the same love and care that we show to others. All right, guys, number 9 is learning to say no. And I really struggle with this one. I love to be there for people. I love to hang out with my friends. I love to help people out, all those kind of things. But truly, learning to say no is crucial, okay? If someone is calling you and you know it's not an emergency, it is okay not to answer that call. If you mentally cannot do it, it is okay not to answer that call. As long as you tell them, message them, say, hey, you know, I'm busy right now. I'm gonna call you back, whatever the case may be. Let them know it is okay not to answer that call. It is okay to say no to a social occasion when you have something else you need to be doing, okay? If you have homework you need to do, if you have chores you need to do in your house, if your house is a freaking wreck, if your hair is a hot mess and you're just gonna slick it back and be damaging your hair and destroying it just so you can make it to the social outing, it is okay to say no, okay? Like, we don't always have to be available to everyone at all times. I know we carry these little digital trackers with us everywhere, okay, that make us available to everyone at all times. It is okay to say no. Start using do not disturb. Put your phone in sleep mode an hour before you go to bed, or honestly, I do it like 2 hours before I go to bed. Like, it is okay to say no, to reclaim your time and to prioritize yourself. Saying no is just, it's an answer in itself. No, period, okay? It is so important to be able to say no to people and to protect your peace. It's just the most important, okay? And I know people talk about it and we talk about it in a very like romanticized, like cutesy way, but in practice, it can be very difficult. So flexing those muscles, practicing saying no is the only way you're gonna get good at it. Saying no to smaller things and then working your way up to bigger things and protecting your peace is of the utmost importance, and it is a habit that we all need to acquire. All right, guys, and tip number 10 is just creating hobbies that are completely offline. So I love sewing. It has really just been warming my heart. My grandma passed away this year and earlier in the year, and she is the one who taught me how to sew, and it just inspired me to get back into sewing. And I've been loving it. It is such a soothing activity. I've sewed a blanket, I've sewed pillowcases, I've repaired clothing, you know, I've made like cute little denim skirts and all this kind of fun stuff, and just The peace that sewing brings me is unmatched. Having a hobby that has nothing to do with technology is so beautiful, and it's also a life skill. Like, being able to sew is a skill. It is a talent. People have whole careers off being a seamstress. I should know, my grandma was one. And I personally love sewing, and I truly love just creating something and then having something that I created to like hold and to use. This year for Christmas, I think I'm making my whole family blankets. Everyone's gonna get their own like cute little personalized blanket because I've just been loving it. It's been really fun and a really soothing activity. So yeah, finding a hobby that is offline. I've been really into coloring. I've been getting into painting, doing like paint by numbers. Just being more creative in ways that do not involve technology has been absolutely amazing. And it's a hobby I think we all need to pick back up. I don't know when that part of us shuts off and we believe like we can't have hobbies anymore because we're grown-ups. Like, I don't know where that comes from, but we need to snip it in the butt, okay? Having hobbies that do not involve our technology and just enjoying life, you know, smelling the grass, bro, like touching grass and getting outside, hiking, all those kinds of hobbies, bringing them back. I have been loving it, and I highly recommend it being a habit that all of us practice and try to indulge in at least once a week, if not every single day, because it is such an essential part of life, and it's something we've been missing out on while we're too busy like nose deep doom scrolling. You know what I mean? All right, guys, so I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope these 10 habits inspired you guys to think of your 10 habits that have changed your life. If you have 10 habits that you feel like really have changed your life, girl, put them in the comments down below. Even if it's not 10, if it's just 1 or 2, leave them in the comments down below, because girl, you know the rule on this channel is we do not gatekeep. So share it with your friends down below. Thank you so much for watching, and if you made it to the end of this video, make sure you click that subscribe button and get this video a thumbs up. I really enjoyed making this for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.